Virgo, hi. So this is going to be a reading for March 16th through the 22nd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Oh my God, I held my breath for that one. I said, no, not all of it, not all of it, but a big chunk of it. I'm like, okay, I'm running out of air, but I can't really. Anyways, let's see, Virgo. What is going on? Besides the little flurs outside. Are we gonna get spring early? You tell me. I think so. We've got to keep hope alive. The overall energy for the reading. That's not a positive answer for the spring part. Pain. Why is there pain here? What happened? We shall see. I'm not seeing it throughout the reading yet, but you know how it is. The first round is like, no, it's fine. We're good. Don't worry about us. No, I will. In the recent past, the Nine of Swords, the King of Cups, the Two of Swords. You care about something there. Something, someone, I don't know. There's so many worries and so much stress and so much of that it doesn't even matter. That energy of love is not coming through. So I don't know what the hell stresses you out there, but we shall see. In the current situation, the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. This is a more giddy-uppy type of an energy. It's more fun. Like, okay, let's go, let's do, let's, kind of. And you're giving me a sense of, you know what, I'm learning to just fuck it all and just have a little fun with things. And I'm like, fuck yeah. In the immediate future, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Swords. You're shooting your shot here at something. Which, if this card wasn't here, I would be like, yay, go Virgo, but this card is here, which is the Five of Swords, which brings in a little deception, which means, what are you shooting for here? Where's the deception there? In you shooting your shot for something, or whatever you're aiming at, maybe not the best thing, even though you think it is. I don't know. We'll see. Let's clarify. Alrighty, for the Three of Swords, you get the Page of Swords, the Judgment card, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this comes in with regret. There's a separation of some sort at play, or a loss of some sort, and it comes in with pain. That's where the pain lies, in that. But there's almost thinking, what if I could have done more? Shoulda, coulda, woulda is coming into play here. Okay, let me see the Nine of Swords in the recent past. The King of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Moon. So you wanna or you don't wanna? Because it's two opposites of this in the same container there. You're showing up as wanting something super clear, super determined, unless it's control. Well, I want something, but I want it only if it's like this, that, and the other. I don't know. Two bumping of heads energies there. That is in one. I want that, but I'm not gonna go for it. I'm gonna walk away from it. And that creates stress, which it does, because if your energy comes through as, really, 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 really wanting to do something or wanting something in general, and you completely turn your back to that, it's like turning your back to you. So that would create a lot of oof type of an energy. that's the thing. The walking away part from it, it's hidden. You don't know that you're doing it. You think you're pursuing whatever you set your mind to, but I don't think that you are. Through your actions, it almost looks like you're doing the opposite, without recognizing that you are, at least not in the moment there. And then it becomes frustrating because it's like, well, I want this. I'm doing everything I can to get this, and why am I not getting it? Because there's another energy attached to you that kind of says, go away. None of your business here, For the King of Cups, in the recent past, you get the Death card, the Magician, the Eight of Wands. You're killing me here. Why are you going into that with such extreme opposite energies? I want this. I'm manifesting this. I'm opening up to this. Shut down. Is it fear? You are manifesting something here, and the manifestation looks pretty darn amazing there. It's like, if that Death card wasn't in the middle, I would be like, you get an award for the best manifester there. But the Death card is there. Usually in an energy of manifestation, that represents fear. That, hey, as much as I am manifesting this with everything I got, I don't think I'm going to get it. That's fear. You're fearful that you're not going to get it. So then that's why you bring these two opposite energies here, because they're opposite in your manifestation too. So it makes sense that it all plays out like that. Let's do the Two of Swords in the recent past. The Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Justice card. And I can see the struggle in trying to balance out those energies, to bring them into a middle ground, Like, okay, I can function opposite here, but like, can we bring those energies into a middle ground that I can function from, and that's that? Can we accept that both energies are there, those of going and those of going away, and kind of make them meet somewhere where they can work together? Because ultimately that is duality, You could potentially bring them to a middle ground, but did you? Or are you functioning from both at separate times, and then it just creates a mess for you? I don't know. I would assume the messy part. I can see the intention, but I don't see it panning out. Let me do the Emperor in the current situation. You get the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so while your energy has picked up some, you're definitely showing up a whole lot better. You're still kind of upset and kind of up in the air when it comes to a situation. Like, you don't have clarity over a situation. Over you, yeah, you're in a good spot. You're better. You're feeling better. Your heart is showing up a little more. But when you look in the direction of something, which I assume is the same thing you dealt with in the past there, lack of clarity, kind of up in the air. Like, what's going to happen here? I don't know. Where is this going? I don't know. Where is it at right now? I don't know. Let me do the Knight of Wands. In the current situation, the Devil, the World card, the Ten of Swords. You're excited about ending a very unhealthy cycle here. Now, I don't know if you ended it or if you're in the middle of ending it. But you seem to be excited about ending a very unhealthy cycle. And you will end it somehow. And it looks good. Your excitement around it, your action towards ending this. Let me do the Page of Pentacles in the current situation. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Star. You have learned a lot, and that's what you're showing me, that you've learned a lot to prioritize yourself, to put yourself first, to give yourself love when you need it, And it's coming through as the main energy here through everything that's going on. Maybe that's why you're not so worried about this energy that doesn't know. I ask you all sorts of things about that situation, and the ultimate answer is I don't know. And you don't seem to be worried about that. You almost seem to be accepting that you just don't know. When you will know, who knows? You'll see. Because right now the focus is you. The focus is, I don't want to get myself crazy by thinking about something that I don't know, obviously. So instead of doing that, let me focus on myself. Let me do something for myself today, you know? Super nice energy. Is very, I mean, in comparison to the past there, you're showing up in a way lighter energy here. Ace of Wands in the immediate future. You get the Two of Cups, the Fool, the Six of Wands. You feel you're coming through as very, very hopeful for something here. Maybe that's why the deception is here. Because when you're coming through so hopeful while you make your move on something, I would expect there would be expectation there. You know? You're beyond hopeful. You're like, okay, I'm doing this. Yay, I'm so happy I can't. You know. For the Ten of Cups, you get the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands. It's something that has to do with this loss, with this pain, with, I'm assuming, the past situation there. You're making a move in that direction that's filled with hope. Now, it's starting to look something like if I make a move in that direction and everything pans out just fine, that means my pain is going away. And it's like, no. It doesn't mean that. It means that maybe you'll feel a little better, you know, if it does happen in that way. But you still have to heal that pain. This situation responding in a positive way, it's not going to heal that pain. That's your job. So obviously there's expectation here. That is why it's shown up as a deceptive energy. Because it's like, okay, if you want to make a move towards that, make a move towards that. Can you release the expectations? Can you make a move just because it feels good to you to make a move, but not expect anything as a response? And I know from a mind perspective, you're going to be like, yeah, no, I can do that. Okay, try. But like at the first sign of your energy plummeting after you've done what you've done, because you're not getting the response you expect, come back here and tell me you actually did that. You had no expectation there. Let me see the Five of Swords. Last night, it was a first. I've never experienced that in my life. Juno was, as always, lately, in between my legs when I was going to bed, right before I fell asleep. In between my legs. Blue was at the bottom of my feet there. I was laying down, right? And this one comes and sits right here, almost falling out of bed, so I had to reach my hand to catch her. And I'm like, where the fuck am I in all of this? They took over completely. For the Five of Swords, you get the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're waiting. When you're waiting for a response from something, that means from something you did, that means there's expectation there. And, you know, with any expectation we place over pretty much anything, we're setting ourselves up for disappointment. Why are we doing the things we're doing? For a response? For a validation? For a, well, I'm expecting it to be this. It's never going to be exactly the same as your expectation, so you're still going to be disappointed. And secondly, why wouldn't you do something because it feels right to you, and that's that. Leave it at that. You know, why would the answer to that you're putting out there would make you feel better or not so much better or a little better? Or why don't you make yourself feel better by being honest with yourself and putting something out there? Because it means something to you. That's when you do something for you. You know, not the opposite. Not when you expect for something. That's when you actually set yourself up for an energy that's not pleasant, you know, disappointment. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. Kind of like this. I didn't have room for shit. It was just my head coming out from the blanket while all the animals were taken over. For the from the universe, you get the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Something's going all right in here. Something's going quite, I would say, as it should, you know. It may not be as you want it, but it's working as it should. So from an energetic perspective, whatever's going on here, that you are definitely involved in, again, it's looking like it's working as it should. Your higher self at least is accepting of this and happy that, yeah, things are where they should be. Now, again, from a mental perspective, it may not be exactly where you want for things to be. And that, again, is tied up to expectation, control, all sorts of things like that. So, but anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.